Ooh, emotions. Didn't know those were gonna come out, and this is why I don't talk about it. Okay, we're downstairs. I need to eat because I'm so hungry. Vic got me a new water bottle. I think this is a Hydro Flask. I just had this one from Walmart, which is amazing. It's called Tal, T-A-L. Works really good. I probably used that for like 5 years, and I'll probably still use it. I can just have options now because I need to wash them more often, to be honest. I know I'm just putting water in it, but still. So this way I can switch back and forth. Oh, did I eat all the ground turkey? Oh, I was gonna eat that. I'm so sad. You're so pretty. Oh, you're being a good girl today. Let's make a protein shake. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna do
What are you gonna eat now?
a protein shake. I think I'm just gonna do 2-ish scoops. The bananas look stunning. I cannot wait to watch Queer Eye later. You're like, oh, I didn't put the peanut butter in. I was like, what am I missing? The peanut butter, duh. The texture and stuff and flavor is just not the same. I should have put this in before the ice. Fuck. We're gonna work it out. We're gonna figure it out. It's totally fine. Pretty good. I feel like my proportions are slightly off, but it still tastes fine. I just can't figure out which, like what I don't know.
Just pulled up to the house, don't feel like getting out. I'ma just lay back and crack this window. I've been doing my best, taking a moment.
Okay, so it's actually been about a week since I last vlogged, I'm pretty sure, because your girl is major struggling over here. I'm like going through a slow spiral. I'm just feeling very, very conflicted, and I feel very, often I start to feel very stuck in the position I'm in. I think most of you guys know, or especially if you know me in person, my struggles with working. I don't love to work, not like doing the work, not like I'm lazy. I've always worked, it's fine, but the time spent working, which don't get me wrong, super grateful for my job. So grateful. I couldn't ask honestly for a better job to have right now because it's so chill. I have great coworkers, a great boss. It's close by, the pay is good. Like it checks all the boxes, right? So I'm grateful for it. But at the same time, whenever I have a job, no matter what the job is, I start to get extremely overwhelmed and I start to feel very stuck because majority, obviously if you work a 9 to 5, so much of my time is spent working that I start to feel like I can't get the things done that I want to get done with social media, with YouTube, with other things I'm working on the side. And I've just been racking my brain trying to figure out how I'm going to do everything. And it's so frustrating. And then once I've figured out in my brain that I possibly can't do it all, I start to get very overwhelmed. I start to get frustrated and angry and all these feelings, and then I kind of start to spiral. So that's kind of what's happening. I just don't know. Anyways, it is now Saturday, January 15th, and I asked you guys to ask me questions on Instagram so I can do a little Q&A. I think it's been a while since I've done a Q&A. I actually already filmed half of the Q&A, and then my camera died, and it was just one of those days where I was at my freaking breaking point. I was just so frustrated that I literally deleted all the footage. I was like, fuck this. I will redo it. Not right now. I will think about it later. I was so annoyed and frustrated. So we're doing that now. I've had a week to simmer from the situation. I have all the questions here, and I wanted to do a Q&A because I haven't done one in a while, and I feel like I've gotten quite a few new subscribers since then. So let's answer these questions. So the first question is, do y'all plan on staying in Texas forever? There's another question like this too. So a couple people asked something similar. It's hard to say because you just never know where life is going to take you. I lived in Florida with Vic for 3 years, and never in my life, if someone would have said like, do you think you'll ever live in Florida? I would have been like, absolutely not. But then I ended up there because I met him and he lived there. So you just never know. I really enjoy Texas. I grew up here. I like the city. I like the way it looks. I like the weather. I like the cost of living. I would potentially move to California, but we can't afford that. It'd be closer to my family because all my family lives in California, but like they're all rich. So they can live there and we are not, so we can't live there. So I don't know. I would never move to California unless I had fucking millies in the bank. One day when I have millions in the bank, I will move to California. Until then, we're not chancing it because I will be right on the streets with the homeless. The only other place I really think is beautiful and I love the way it looks, I love the weather, I love the vibe, is Arizona. But Vic doesn't love Arizona because he spent more time there than me. I've only visited Arizona when he would go to spring training. And when I would visit, I was like, I freaking love it here. It's beautiful, it's stunning, I love it. My oily ass skin thrives in Arizona. But he spends more time there because he was there for spring training and he'd be there for like a couple months or whatever. And he's just like, it's boring there, there's nothing to do. So I don't know. But if I were to pick another place to live, if we had to move out of Texas today, it would be Arizona. The next person asked me to share my workout routine. I do quads on Sundays, quads alone. That changed my leg game, is isolating my quads into their own day. I'll take Monday off. I'll do upper body Tuesday. I do my entire upper body workout in one workout, and I don't do shoulders at all anymore. My shoulders grow and get capped so freaking easily, and I don't prefer that look on me anymore. So I don't do shoulders at all anymore. I've never ever in my life done chest. So my upper body workouts are just biceps, triceps, and back. Then Wednesdays, I do a cardio, core, and stretching day. So I'll do about 20 minutes on the Stairmaster typically, or 20 minutes walking uphill on a treadmill. Then I do some static core exercises. I don't really do abs. It's like more core stability, which I actually potentially have in the last vlog or in this vlog. I filmed it, so it'll be in here if you're confused about what I'm talking about. And then I will do some intense stretching because I don't stretch enough. I did start doing yoga on the mornings that I don't go to the gym. And then Thursdays are my second leg day, and it is glute and hamstring focused. So I do all of that, and then that is it. Then I take Friday and Saturday off and I start again on Sunday. What's the most toxic trait about me, and does Vic agree? I have a lot of toxic traits, but probably my self-hatred. And Vic would agree with that because he sees it on a regular basis. Do I want kids? If so, how many? No. 0. Scariest thing about quitting my job. So I did not quit my job. I was fired from my job. And there's really nothing scary about it. I think if anyone is scared of losing their job, it's because of the money or the security of like insurance or anything like that. But I'm actually really good with money. So when I got fired, I wasn't scared at all. I was just like, okay, bye, because it was a very toxic job anyway. But yeah, it wasn't scary at all. I wasn't scared at all. How did me and my husband meet? So if you are new, me and Vic met on Instagram before DMs. Whenever people find out that we met on Instagram, they're like, oh, who slid in the DMs? Like, this was prehistoric. This was pre-DMs. DMs didn't exist yet on Instagram when we met on Instagram. So he randomly found my page. We still don't know how to this day because we had no mutual friends. We liked each other's photos, commented a little bit, and then we started emailing. If any Gen Z is watching this, they're like, the fuck emailing? We emailed for like a day or maybe 2 days, and then we exchanged numbers through email, and then we started texting and then FaceTiming, all that. Then we were in a relationship for 2 years, long distance. Me living here in Texas, he was living in Tampa. Then after 2 years, I moved to Tampa with him, and we lived in Tampa for 3 years. Then we got engaged and we moved back here to Texas. What are your life goals? That is such a tough question. I have a lot of life goals, but if I were to sum it up, I would say my life goal is to just be genuinely happy. I feel like I really struggle with happiness because I'm always chasing something. And I need to do better at appreciating what I have right here and living in the moments that I'm in. So I need to get better at that. But I would say just pure happiness with my life and also myself, because I really struggle with being happy with myself. And honestly, don't know if this sounds like shallow or whatever, one of my life goals is to be financially Gucci. I feel like we are financially fine, but I want to get to a financial place. I don't need to be filthy rich. That'd be cool, but I just want to be in a financial place where I don't have to choose one thing or another. Like, I need health insurance, but I also want to go shopping. I want to be able to do both and not have to say, you shouldn't buy those new shoes because like you got to pay your fucking health insurance in a few days. Like, I don't want to have to choose. I want to be able to buy all of it. And then on top of that, I can buy things for other people. I love getting things and doing things for other people for no reason. That's like probably the most joy I ever feel is when someone doesn't expect something and I get it for them or send it to them or, you know, do something like that, because it really can make someone's day and I love doing that. What made me start vlogging? Actually, getting fired from my last job is what started my vlog channel pretty much. I was doing YouTube prior to getting fired, but I was just doing like more sit down, like structured videos, like product reviews or trying the, you know, hauls, like things like that. I want to say it was the day after I got fired or the day of that I decided to start vlogging, simply because I got fired at 30 years old and had no clue what direction my life was about to go in. And I felt like that could be something that could help someone younger than me who feels like they have to have their shit together at 25 or 24 and they don't, and they feel like they're failing at life, but just also other people my age who are just in the same boat and we're obviously expected to have our life figured out by now and we just fucking don't. We're all winging it. We have no clue what the fuck we're doing. Adult or not, I have no clue what I'm doing. That's literally what sparked my vlog channel. It's just, I'm just gonna share my life and I hope it helps someone. That's literally what I was thinking. This was something that I just thought of it and did it without even planning it or thinking about where it was gonna go or repercussions of it. I didn't think about anything. I just started doing it and it's been pretty cool since then. I love vlogging. I feel like my channel's grown a lot from it and I like sharing my life. So yeah, it was kind of a blessing in disguise. How do I deal with staying confident? You're asking the wrong person. I'm probably the least confident person in the entire world. If you know me in person, you know this, or if you talk to someone that I know in person, they will tell you. I have so many people in my life that have conversations with me about this and just don't understand where my lack of confidence comes from. It comes from a really bad previous relationship at a very pivotal age, I guess, where I don't know. I always wonder why this affected me so much, because you hear about childhood trauma and things happening in your childhood that come out in adulthood or later in life, and it makes sense why it affects everything because you went through that as a child. I guess I kind of was a child. It was in like my middle, late teens into my early 20s that this all like that happened, and a lot of bad things happened in that time, things that nobody knows, like family doesn't know, my best friends don't know, literally only me and the people that were there know. I have like this built up trauma that I've never even spoken out loud, even in therapy, because I just can't talk about it. Ooh, emotions. Didn't know those were gonna come out, and this is why I don't talk about it in therapy. I'm not in therapy anymore, by the way. I would like to be, and I plan on it, but right now I'm not. But my lack of confidence comes from that. Prior to that relationship, I would say I was a pretty confident person in the sense that I liked myself more then, and I think that's what makes it hard, is I'll never be that person again that I was, and I wish I could be that person again. When I was younger, I just did not care. I didn't think that I was ugly, but I didn't think that I was like super cute. I just didn't care. I was focused on other things, and that wasn't the main focus of my life. And then that became the main focus of my life because of this person, and now I can never escape it, you know? So it kind of fucking rules my life, and it's exhausting. But I will say I've gotten, I don't even know if I could say that. I was gonna say I think I've gotten a little bit more confident over the past few years, but I don't even know if that's true, to be honest. I will say the little bit of confidence I do feel these days, I wouldn't even know if I could call it confidence, but I just don't care as much anymore. Like once you go through a lot or you get to a certain age, like I'm fucking tired. You almost like get more confident because you're too tired to care. It's exhausting to care. I feel like I'm getting to that point, but I don't know if I could call that confidence. Where do I see myself in 5 years? In 5 years, I'll be freaking 36. It's fine. Hopefully in 5 years. I'm gonna manifest it in 5 years. Oh, Tori just got home. We will be in a new, bigger house. My bank account will be fat. My channel will be at, gosh, in 5 years, I mean, I don't even know, but hopefully my channel in 5 years would be at like 100,000 subscribers. And I hope that in 5 years, my full-time job or career or whatever is not at a 9 to 5 and it's doing this. If I could get on a plane tomorrow and go anywhere, where would I go and why? I would go to Hawaii. Something about Hawaii makes me feel so free and like I can escape, and it's beautiful and I love it. Hawaii is my favorite place. What do you eat in a day? You are fitness goals. Thank you so much. I don't think I'm fitness goals, but it's so sweet of you to say that you think I'm fitness goals. But what do I eat in a day? It changes every single day. I'm not on a strict meal plan or diet or anything like that. I eat whatever the hell I want. And it's pretty much a mix of decently balanced meals and shitty things. And my only goal every single day when it comes to eating for me is just to eat enough and eat more. My goal is always to eat more because my goal is to gain weight and put on size. I have to eat to do that. I usually eat cereal or avocado toast for breakfast or a protein shake. And that all depends just on how much time I have. I bring 2 meals to work. So I'll usually eat ground turkey and rice for 1 meal, which is healthy. And then the next meal will be whatever we have. So spaghetti, leftover dinner, like literally anything. And then I'll eat dinner when I get home, which is whatever we make. We make a bunch of different things. So whatever dinner is, and then between all of those meals at work, I will eat random snacks, usually a fuck ton of chips. I have Pringles at my desk, bags of chips at my desk, and then I'll eat things like pretzels with peanut butter, Nutri-Grain bars, freaking candy, Sour Patch Kids, Twigs, M&Ms, really anything and everything. That's what I eat in a day. Oh, explaining my tattoos and if they have certain meanings. I have stars on my foot that actually I forgot I had till this moment. Like, okay. I have 3 stars on my foot that I got when I was 16. I had 4 tattoos before I was 18. It was done with my friends, and I'm no longer friends with them as of like less than 6 months ago. So I should really cover that up. And I've been wanting a large foot tattoo, so I might do that. I have an elephant on my hip. There's not much meaning to that one. It was a cover up. So that's what covered it up. But I do love her and I want to add on to her. My goal is to add on to that. What else do I have? Oh, I have this finger tattoo that looks terrible because I got it when I was 16, but I don't hate it because my hand would not be my hand without it. It's been there for so long that I can't picture it not being there and not looking how it looks. So for me, when it comes to tattoos, I think people will regret like what they got or where they got it or how it looks now compared to the artistry that is in tattoos today versus 15 years ago. But I don't regret any of mine, to be honest, because it always brings me to a memory or a person or a time in my life. So I don't regret any of them, no matter what they look like. I have one down my spine that is one for my mom. My sleeve, there's there's kind of meaning. Cecil has no meaning, the tiger. I just got Cecil because I liked him. The girls have meaning because they're me. So it's kind of relating to the question I just answered, but there's a Japanese woman and a Jamaican woman and they're looking at each other because that's my 2 halves. So it's like me and me looking at each other, my 2 halves. The blackout is just a cover up and I'm going to be covering up these 2 flowers as well, but I freaking love it. I'm obsessed. If I can incorporate more blackout somewhere, I will, because I think it looks so dope. I have this little Japanese doll that I got matching with my cousin. She has the same one, but in a different spot. This little heart I got in college just for fun. I have lips on my butt because in college, one of my, still to this day, really good friends was getting her very first tattoo, and I already had like a few, and she was scared, so she was like, will you get a tattoo, like you go first? So I was like, okay. And I wasn't even planning, I was just going with her for moral support. So I had nothing planned, but I ended up getting that just because I wanted a red tattoo. All my tattoos are in black and white, but I wanted a red one, and the only thing I could think of at the time was lips, and they're nobody's lips, by the way. People always ask, whose lips are those? Nobody's. They're just a little picture. So I have that. But tattoos are just fun for me. It's just fun. I don't understand the big deal when people are like, oh, like you're gonna get old. Who cares? Your hair is getting so long. It looks so healthy. Any tips on how you care for it? I bleached mine and damaged it. It's taking forever to grow. Thank you for saying that, because I feel like mine's taking forever to grow. My tips would be to wash your hair as little as possible. Obviously heat style it as little as possible, but if you are going to heat style it, use a heat protectant. And yeah, those would be my tips. What is my perfect day? My perfect day, I'm such a boring person at heart, because some people I'm sure would be like, my perfect day would be like freaking snowboarding down a mountain or like skydiving over the whatever. My perfect day would be sweatpants, snacks, all the junk food I could ever dream of, and candy, couch, movies, TV shows, chillin'. That would be my dream day. Sorry if it's TMI, but do you work out during your periods? What are your tips? I do. I work out during my period, and I just wear a tampon. That's the only tip. Yeah, the only tip is, I mean, I know a lot of girls don't wear underwear to the gym. That's like a whole thing. But TMI to you guys, I don't know how they're doing that. Like, are these girlies just like dry? Because she's not her. Like, I don't know how people don't wear underwear. I wear underwear with everything. Like, I'm always wearing a thong, but I'm still wearing underwear with everything. So when I'm on my period, I'm still wearing underwear per use, but then I'll just use a tampon or a panty liner or both if it's that heavy day. But you can still do everything you normally do. You just, you know, pad her up, protect her up, little tampon. A good beginner workout split, that kind of depends on your goals, because someone's workout split could be like some days lifting, some days cardio, or all days lifting and different body parts like I do, or 2 lifting days, 2 hit days. It really just depends on your goal. I basically just lift and lift heavy because I'm trying to grow, not that lifting's only for growing, because it really depends on the weight you're doing and then like how many reps and sets and stuff. It gets real complicated. I would have to know what your goal is to tell you a good beginner workout split. Did your family ever comment negatively about your tattoos? How did you deal? My family does not like my tattoos. They don't. So when it comes to my family, meaning like my immediate family, my brother and my parents, no one loves them. Let's put it that way. No one loves them. My mom doesn't mind them anymore. She understands I'm gonna continue getting them. And when I show her, she'll be like, oh, that's cute. Like, it's fine. It's whatever. My dad does not like them. He won't be mean about it. He'll just be like roll his eyes and shake his head or whatever. My brother's never really said anything about it. He wanted one at one point. He has none. He's older than me, by the way. As far as extended family, I'm pretty positive my entire extended family hates them, aside from my cousin, who's like basically my sister, because she also has tattoos, but she's probably the only person that loves them. I think they all absolutely hate them. But when I do go visit my family, I cover them all the whole time, mostly because I don't know if they want their kids exposed to it, like my nieces and nephews. I don't know, because they're not the type to have them, and I don't really think that they have any friends that have them, so I don't know if they want their kids to like know I have them. I don't know. But I also cover them when I go visit my family, because my grandmother does not know that I have them. She's never seen them, especially like the sleeve and the blackout. She would no. She's in her 90s, so she doesn't, at this point, she does not need to know that I have them if it's gonna bother her. So every time I'm out there, I'm in full long sleeves 24/7, and like longer than this, to where you can't even see it peeking out. Like, they're covered. Yeah, my family does not like them. Do I like my new job? Is it different than the previous one? I do like my new job. It is so different from my previous one. My new job is super chill, super respectful, not toxic whatsoever. It's night and day. So I really like my new job. How would you teach or encourage someone else to start a channel on their own? I would say just start. You don't have to have a perfect plan or a perfect setup, just start, because I do wish I would have started way before I did start. I had been wanting to do it for so long, but I waited because I was scared. And don't feel like you have to put yourself in a box or just pick like, oh, this is trendy right now, so I'm gonna do this. do what you truly like to do, because then it comes off more authentic, and that's how you grow a following, is people actually like you and what you're saying and what you're doing, not just like what you think people want to see, you know? What's something you dream of doing? In a more traditional sense, I dream of having my own successful company, but random things I dream of doing, I want to learn how to ice skate and I want to learn how to make pottery. I'm a simple person. Those are the things I dream of doing, learning how to ice skate and make pottery. You know what? I do dream of like being on TV one day. I would love to like host a show, like a talk show, or host, like be a guest host. So like how Dr. Drew and that Vanessa girl hosts like the reunion for certain shows. I would want to like co-host something. I think that'd be so fun. Old school, what's in my purse or my gym bag? Ooh, there's not much. I'm just gonna tell you. I think, okay, I'll do a purse and gym bag, what's in it type of thing in the next vlog, because I'm on a time crunch right now, so I don't have much time. Skittles or M&Ms? I guess Skittles. If I had to pick, Skittles, but I do love M&Ms. Favorite snack, healthy option, junky option. Favorite healthy snack, probably like a smoothie, like a fruity smoothie. Yeah, I'm going with that. My favorite snack that's junky is for sure chips. I eat chips like crazy. I will have like 6 open bags of chips because I go back and forth between the bags.
If you go to someone's house and there are no chips, it's like, where are the chips? Like, have chips for me.
Will Luna get a kitten or puppy brother or sister, or is she gonna be an only child? Ooh, she'll probably be an only child. I can't say that with 100% certainty, but I feel like she's going to be an only child. How do I get sponsored jobs? Do you need a certain number of followers? I actually haven't gotten that many sponsored jobs, and I don't really know why that is, to be honest. I guess I see, like, I'm in the wrong industry, kind of. I'm just not that much of a hustler and that person who like wants to reach out to all these brands and pitch themselves. I've never been that way. And it's not because I think I'm too good for it, or it's because I'm lazy. I just don't like to bother people. And I just feel like if brands want to work with me, they'll reach out. That's probably a shitty way to approach it, but that's just who I am. Now, more recently, I do have a company that manages me. It makes me feel so much better because they can reach out to brands for me, and brands can talk to them directly when it comes to negotiating. So I feel better about that, because that whole part of it, I don't like it. I'm not good at that. You don't need a certain number of followers. I know people with way less followers on every platform than me that's making way more money than me, to be honest, because I really don't do sponsored stuff that much. I just don't. I just feel not authentic when I do sponsored stuff. I mean, I would never do it for something I don't truly love. But even then, for instance, I did the Clinique TikTok. I love the product. But if I made a TikTok on my own, unpaid, unsponsored, and just was talking about the product, it would come out so authentic, and I would just be telling the girlies the stuff I like to use, and I would feel normal about that. Take the same TikTok, same mindset, still love the product, everything, and make it a sponsored video, and all of a sudden I like can't talk because I feel like it feels fake just because it's sponsored, you know? Even though it's not, because I do love the product. I just hate sponsored content. Like, and it's like you need it and you want it, but I never want people to think I'm just trying to like sell them something or get them to buy something, you know? It's a weird thing. Favorite fitness brands? That's tough. I'm really picky and I haven't found my favorite, to be honest. But my go-to workout outfit is biker shorts, a cute sports bra, and a t-shirt. And then I usually end up taking off the t-shirt. But I love biker shorts these days. Ooh, and my camera's about to die. I literally talked that entire battery life. I need friends or a therapist. Clearly I need to like talk to people, and I don't talk to anyone. But anyways, I'm gonna end this vlog here. But thank you so much for watching. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Kinda new with apologies. Holding back, I got history.